Oh, this is Walk With Me, Talk With Me. It's your boy Darcy.
It's your boy Danny P.
And welcome back, yo. And welcome back. Today, man, we got a really special, funniest crap. And I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's going on? Comedian Von Michael, man. Based out of DC. Thank y'all for having me on. #1 comedian in the world, yo. It's a blessing.
Thank you, man.
You know it, bro. I love that energy, man. I love that energy. It's good for a Saturday afternoon, yo.
Yeah, go ahead, date the show. Go ahead, just tell everybody when we're recording. That's fun. That's fun. Oh, yeah, bro. We appreciate you for coming on. We know everybody's schedule is kind of busy all the time, you know. So it's all good. But, glad you work with us too on that. And
we recorded, right?
Yeah, it's recording. It's recording on like 3 different programs right now. Yeah, yeah. We had tried to record and with Vaughn, and we just couldn't. Halfway through the episode had corrupted. The file corrupted itself. So it was just like okay, well, I guess you need like multiple sources of recording and stuff like that. So now we're good though. We're good this time. Yeah. So, how you been, Vaughn? How you been, man? How's your week been?
It's great, man. I'm on the road. I'm in Greenville, South Carolina right now.
Okay.
Doing live shows, man. I'm having fun, making new fans, and it's a blessing to be on stage.
That's great, man. That's great. What you call it? Are you have any you have any different certain spots you go to while you're down there?
My hotel room.
Yeah.
I don't as like you get more like on the road, it's more like just wanting peace. I'm still working from the hotel, so like I'm doing stuff like writing. I gotta do my sketches. I gotta go work out, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to go around the city, I don't really want to do it right now because we're in a pandemic, and I kind of want to be a little safe. True,
I'm with you on that. Is it so when you visit, have you ever performed down there?
Yeah, actually, I was here the last weekend in March, right before everything shut down for the pandemic.
Oh, okay. Got you. I've only been down there a couple of times. I went down there with I had some family down there. What you call it? I was going to say that have you? So when you visit new places or when you visit places that you've been to before anyway, is it tempting to go out and about, that kind of thing, or is it just more so, like you said, like more so just for the peace kind of venture while you're out there?
When I first started hitting the road, I wanted to be out and about, be in the mix. But as you start doing this more, like it becomes a job, you realize. For me, I had to realize I got to get stuff done. I mean, I could be out and about, doing stuff, but that costs money.
True.
True. And I don't want to be out drinking and stuff like that too. So, I like honestly just being in my hotel room, peace and quiet. Maybe watch a movie or something, just chill, relax.
Yeah, I get that. And you prepare for your actual show and everything. Right. Okay, get your mind right, kind of thing. I get it. I got you.
Kind of like a basketball game. It's kind of like you see the NBA players right before they getting ready, getting hyped up, going over their notes and stuff.
True. Yeah. I didn't do basketball in high school, but I did track and field, and I did some track and field recreationally. And I remember that when we would travel, it wasn't a whole lot of like going out, seeing everybody, spending money, flashing, I'm saying, like having fun or whatever. It's more so like work on your craft. You're here to do your job kind of thing, and you get that over with and you go to the next city, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, I get that. I didn't know because not being in that field, it was just kind of interesting to know from the outside looking in. Yeah.
It's something that it takes time, man. Like, cause I got into comedy thing as a rock star lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed, drinking, partying, getting women, and that stuff is a distraction. Like, as you really start taking this more and more seriously, like I'm at the point now, it's like I'm getting my circle small. Like, I'll block somebody in a minute. You show me you're a hater, or you show me something that's crazy.
Right.
Boom.
Fact.
But you see, man, look, they always say if you don't rock haters, you're not popping, yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I mean, yeah, look, you on your way to the top then, man. So my question, like, where's the furthest you travel? Like, where's the best place for you to perform?
I like Sarasota, Florida.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Sarasota, Florida is
Yeah.
like the best club to me because they don't serve food, and, you know, so people just sitting there, they're paying attention, you know, because a lot of times in clubs they got, you know, the chicken wing and, you know what I'm saying, they eating all that
Yeah.
stuff. They're not paying attention to you, like they try to suck that bone dry, and
Yeah.
No
so I
homo.
like sit there and pay attention to me.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, if the food is like top quality and it's like, okay, well then, I guess as the performer, you're just like, oh, okay, well, I mean, what are they really focused on? Like, you know, and I guess
Right,
just
like,
enjoying each other's company more often. It's kind of like distracting. I get that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And
oh man.
DC Improv, I would say like it's like my home club, like where I'm based out of, which is like I would say probably the #1 comedy club in the country. Like them crap.
Yeah, shout out to DC.
Yeah, shout out DC. Shout out Dave Chappelle.
They are great.
Hey, so
That's good.
speaking for myself, man, I'm a failed comedian, man. Like I was
Don't say that.
I had done comedy before. I did stand up like 3 times, like back in 2016, and I got booed 2 times.
Don't forget
So
2013.
yeah, 2013 too, man. I kind of, well, 4 times. I got booed 3 out of 4 times, yo.
Yeah.
So like, as a like for the begin, like somebody that's beginning, like what do you tell them when they first get booed? Like, do you tell them like, yo, cause my confidence, it was hit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like when I got booed, I got like, yo, like they was at me, like, you know, like,
I
and it
don't.
just my,
Yeah, you was kind of like
I was
bothered
hurt.
by that like a lot.
Yeah, cause you know, you tell, like, you get people saying like all the time, like, yo, do stand up, you gonna make it, da 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 da. Then you finally do it, and then you just get bamboozled. Like, man, I was in Richmond off of Chamberlain, like they call them like black rooms or something like that. Like, how do you, like, my question is, like, if you tell like another upcoming comedian, like, yo, when you get booed, like, how you supposed to deal with it? Like,
First, I would say never call yourself a failed comedian. Because you're putting that on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I would say be very careful with your words.
Okay.
But dealing with being booed, I mean, that's just part of the game. I want to say recently, I mean, Tiffany Haddish got booed, and she's a star. She's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
it happens to
I didn't know
everybody.
that.
Dave Chappelle got booed.
Yeah, I know, but
dang.
So it's like I would say you have to change your perspective of what a set is. A comedian told me that each set is like look at it like building a house. Every time you do a set, that's a brick that you're putting down. Eventually, if you keep putting down bricks, you're gonna build your house.
True.
So just don't take one set personal.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good advice.
Yeah,
that's pretty good advice. And that'll stick with you through not just your craft, but in other fields of life too.
Right.
It's like you can, that's pretty good. I was in like deep thought while you were explaining that. I was like, wow, I could apply that to some other things too, for real. That's pretty good. Yeah. What I was gonna say. So now that you're touring and stuff, what is probably your greatest achievement so far?
The Apollo probably was my greatest, even though, which is weird because I didn't know how big the Apollo was. Like, my mom had to tell me. I was like, Mom, I got second place at the Apollo, and she was like, "You're lying." And I was like, no, like, I just went there. She was like, the Apollo? And like, I didn't realize how big it was. And she explained it to me. And so I would say that's like the biggest thing that I've ever accomplished so far.
Oh, the Apollo. See, I see, because I've never even, it's a huge venue too, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know exactly how many seats, but it is huge.
I've never actually been in there. I mean, you know, we always see it on TV, you know. Was it Comic View, right? Showtime in Apollo. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get destroyed for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So What? How many times have you performed up there?
Performed it 3 times. The
Three
first time
times.
I got second place. Second time I
Oh,
was getting
second.
booed.
Oh,
was
really?
getting booed.
Oh, you got booed at the Apollo?
I got booed, and I got off stage before the Sandman came. So
Hey.
I was like, look at this. It was so bad for me because at the end, I should have let the Sandman get me because at the end, everybody who didn't get the Sandman had to come back up and let the crowd cheer. Look, I should have went with the Sandman because they clapping for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Noise. And then they called my man, and they still booing.
Oh, wow. That's brutal.
Nah, man.
I was hurt.
That's
brutal. Oh my goodness.
No, I was sad. I turned my phone off for like a week.
Ooh, man.
So you turned the phone off.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
My goodness. That could affect me.
Hey, look, I thought my little boo at Chamberlain was worse.
Yeah,
he got booed at the Apollo. God,
that's a huge crowd. They're real, you know,
and
they're real
New
serious
York.
about their comedy up there too.
Yeah, that's New York too, man.
The great thing is though, that was my second time doing it. And like I had some fear. Like I was scared to go back. And then I went back in March. March, yeah. Beginning of March. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. And that's when I got third place. And it was
nice. That's good. That's
so
a
it was
huge jump.
I came back, I worked on it, you know, and you know, you gotta overcome them fears, and now I got my confidence back.
True. That's what's up. That's a good way to look at it too, honestly. Because I mean, that kind of, I think for the average person, that's a huge obstacle to overcome. You know, especially like you go in there, you aced it the first time, and the second time you do it, and it's like, whoa, like what happened? You know, and then to overcome it the third time, that's great. That's really good. That's a good testimony.
Yeah.
So I had a question. So how do you prepare yourself for the for your sets?
So what I've started doing now is I go listen to my previous sets, the set before. I meditate. I say some affirmations, and yeah, just try to focus on being in the moment.
Good. So I've taken some time. I mean, like not necessarily like because I do the streaming thing on the side. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But I remember for little things that I've done in the past, like you said, the meditation kind of thing. And I would be like in the sports aspect, we would watch film over again. You know, Don, because you do the football thing and everything, so you would know.
Yeah.
So you like sports, you do watch film, and everything else. And I see that preparation is very vital. So have you ever taken a time where you didn't have that much time to prepare, and you went out there on a set and it possibly kind of slipped for you before, or have you? You know.
Yeah, like the first half of my career, I wasn't preparing at all. I was just going up there and just treating it like I didn't realize that this was like you had to take it seriously. I was just like going up there.
Exactly.
And the more and more you start hanging around professionals, you realize, you know, professional ways of doing things. And because it's a weird thing, like not weird, but when you start off comedy, you pretty much start off with hobbyists, and hobbyists have hobbyist techniques. So when you're hanging around them, you can pick up things from them, which is not good, which is just, you know, drink before you go on stage, or, you know, I'm just going to say whatever. But, you know, it's something that you kind of develop over time. You start to learn little things that work for you to get in that mind space.
You have anything on that, Don?
Yeah, like I understand that completely. Like I seen some local comedians like just drink, and then but they sometimes, I guess they know everybody, you know what I'm saying? But they killed this set, or like I seen a documentary like Richard Pryor did drugs for on a set or some stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't want to be wrong, but he did like coke or something before a set or something. I just like, man, I always thought it was weird, but somebody said like, yo, it takes you out to normal state of mind, you know what I'm saying? So you can be up there and doing what you got to do.
I guess it kind of throws you off your game if you're not into that lifestyle anyway. Or unless you're trying to remove that lifestyle from you.
Go ahead.
It's like, you know, when you stop doing like you said, when you stop doing the drugs and alcohol and all that, like you could really push that pin, you know, like, and you could probably have something funnier, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, that dopamine and stuff is gone, like, you just really putting in
You
work
just
now.
from like a genuine place.
Yeah,
Like
hell
a
yeah.
sincere state of mind when you kind of working on the craft.
So,
Right.
like, what's your type of I listened to your special, and that joint was funny, yo. That joint was funny.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, I listened to it too. That
So,
was pretty good.
yeah, so what's your type of comedy? Like, do you do like personal, or do you just do like, you know, like just random, like Daniel Tosh, like?
I would say I've grown. At first, it was very observational, but now, like my next album that I'm working on now is deep. It's hitting some very vulnerable spots. It's going to more very like kind of like almost like Kevin Hart in a way.
Yeah.
Like he started talking about his earlier stuff. He was going his family and everything. So it's like I'm
Laugh at my pain.
yeah. I'm going into reflecting on my life now. So it's very vulnerable and emotional.
I think that's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, my fault. So like when you do that, do you talk to your family like, yo, can I write about you, like, or
no?
Not at all. It's like y'all gonna find out when y'all find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not asking permission for nobody.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's a good one. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. I ain't even thought about it like that. That's funny.
Like, man, cause I thought, man, like, yo, let me talk to my sisters right quick, see if they cool with it, or you know.
Yeah, just do it, kind of thing.
Like,
yeah. Criticism later, because they might end up liking it. You know, that's a possibility too.
But them type of things, man, like the reason I don't do that because it's a form of worrying about what other people think, and if you do that, it would translate to other sides of worrying about other people thinking. So like, you know, like that's like with somebody like, okay, I'm only gonna do cocaine when I get on stage.
Yeah.
All right, eventually you're gonna start doing cocaine at other times as well.
Right.
So it's like I'm at a place now. It's like I live life without the concerns of what other people think because that creates fear. So you'll be in your head like, oh my God, if I say this, I might offend this person, I might offend that person. Then that slows you down. It's all about being in the moment. That's why I choose not to I don't care about what people feel or say about what my act is.
Oh, see, so you got tough skin, basically. Like, you're armadillo.
Something I had to work on.
Because, man, like for me, man, like I got very bad speech. Like at first, my speech impediment I used to get teased a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I had speech impediment, my foot's crooked, and all that. And you know, like throughout high school, middle school, I was getting teased a lot, and I used to fire back. But like now, like now, somebody could say that, and it just like I learned to make fun of myself. So nothing else could hurt me. Nobody else could hurt me. Like like somebody say, yo, you talk like you got mad rocks in your mouth. Like, okay. My dad, my dad Ben said that. Like, yo, you
beat up
walk
to the
like,
punch.
Yeah, like I got a fat nose. Like they used to call me Squidward. Like like it's like
I like how you say used to.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, yeah, that joke like since 2005, yo.
That's right. Yeah.
Now that's smart. That's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah, man, because because if you didn't, man, it's just like, yo, this world will eat you alive, man. Especially on stage, bro. Like, and I learned about that through like real life, but on stage, I'm like, yo, cause these people don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like if I say something, I start stuttering. It's just like, yo, man, people stop. It's like it's a whole lot, man.
And they start judging you weird, and you don't kind of really expect it. But I mean, I guess it comes with the territory,
it does,
because it's like, okay, well, I'm venturing out to new people. They don't know what They don't know what you're about, and they start
that
judging
even happen
you.
in football.
Huh?
I said that even happened in football. Like Like, you know, my brother was like a star player, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like it's just me. Like,
yeah, I get that. So with that being said, Vaughn, how do you handle hecklers and stuff like that at your shows?
I mean, it just depends on what they saying. Like, I used to take it personal, but I'm learning in life you just can't take anything personal.
Yeah.
And because sometimes people heckling something and like it's just one heckle. They might say something and they be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then they'll move on. And then you have some people who try to heckle repeatedly, and then I tell them like something like they try to be part of the show. I'm like, hey fam, like this ain't about you.
Yeah.
Quiet down.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And kind of move on because for me, I don't really I'm not focused so much on crowd work.
Okay.
I'm about, you know, developing my act and getting it ready for the next special, the next album to make, you know, get ready for that.
Is that because that you know that the audience was just they're gonna do themselves anyway, you know, so you might as well just do yourself too.
You said I know they're gonna do it.
Yeah, no, they're gonna do themselves anyway. Like they're gonna just mind. They're gonna keep being themselves if they're gonna be like that loud drunk one at the party or the at the show anyway.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep on doing that, regardless of, you know, even though if you pay attention to them or not, kind of thing.
I'll get them escorted out. Like I'll tell the bouncer, hey, can you handle that? Like, because
okay.
Like,
I forgot about that.
I don't have time to like. I'm not about to stop my act. Like I got a set out written out. Like other people trying to enjoy the show, and like this is the act. Like you try to make this about you, and it's not about you.
True. So would you? I know they have these like different shows and stuff. Like Bill Bellamy Bill Bellamy got jokes and stuff like that. Would you ever put yourself in that kind of space? Or, cause I mean, I'm not even entirely sure what they were trying to get out of that show either. But would you ever put yourself in that kind of space? I guess
what was the show like? I don't remember that show.
It was like Bill Bellamy Got Jokes was like it was like a stand-up. It was a stand-up show that you had 2 sets in the show, and they would have the audience. I think somebody would be in the audience like as a heckler. Somebody would also be you know, you would have to do your set, and then they would have to judge your set based off of your performance. And they would, and I guess you would get either a cash prize. I think this was like 2014, 2015. I think that's when they had stopped.
Oh, kind of like American Idol in a way.
Yeah, just like American Idol in a way, but we're just on the comedy side.
Yeah, I would do a show like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good for exposure. It was on cable TV.
Yeah.
And it was just I think there's something else like that right now, but I just don't remember what it was.
They had Last Comic Standing.
Last Comic Standing, right.
And it was another one, NBC Got Talent. I think Ali Sadiq was on there most recently.
Right. I believe that. I think I heard about
like
that.
Even like them late night shows, they give like an upcoming comedian like a 5-minute set on there. Like,
right.
Mm.
Yeah, I would do that. I'll do all of it. I'll take exposure. I'm down for exposure as long as it's like positive, not negative.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Well, I'm down for that.
Yeah, that's cool. Cause I know there's some people who just not open to that kind of thing. I just wonder.
Yeah. I love it. Just doing a set. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sure. What do you say, though?
So like, my question is, man, like I know you did the Richmond circuit. Like, besides yourself, who you think is like the top 5 people in Richmond?
In Richmond?
Yeah.
I don't even know who's in Richmond anymore.
On the East Coast, put it that way.
On the East Coast, top 5. Myself first.
Yeah.
Myself second. Myself third. Myself fourth. Myself
Dylon.
All right, I feel that.
Let me see some other people that's dope. I like Kristen Seville's out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. She's really dope and funny.
Oh yeah. I think you told me about it, though.
Dylan Batalana out of Richmond, Virginia.
Oh yeah. You did some skits with him.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I need to repost one of those skits. I forgot we talked about it. Him. Those are the 2 that I would say right now that I'm really like man, they're doing it. They're killing the game. I watch and our boy Rob Ward out of Ohio. He's on tour with
Rob Ward. Rob Ward. I gotta look him up.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta look them up
Yeah.
too.
And these are like your peoples in them.
What you say?
These are like some of your peoples in them.
Yeah, like these people, like I don't really talk to Kristen like that, but like Rob and Dylan, I talk to them all the time. Like these are people.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
All right, for somebody, I got another question, man. Like, after you kill a set, like like you was second place at Apollo. Like, I want to know, like, did your DM start blowing up? Like, yo, what's up? How you feeling from females? Like, yo, I see that.
You want to know what really happened after one second place at the Apollo the next day?
What?
Next day, my phone got disconnected because I ain't paid my bill.
Damn.
That's what happened.
Hey, you should have told T-Mobile, man, yo, I'm about to be big time, yo. I'm about to be big time. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The truth in the matter is, like, so your question is about females and how that stuff comes. That stuff don't really come until like you really get on TV.
Okay.
That's where you start seeing more of that. A lot of people don't want to start the groupies and stuff like that don't gravitate towards you until they see that you actually made it. A lot of people want to come with you on the grind. Nobody wants the Meek Mill, with the crazy braids.
With the crazy braids. Yeah. They want the clean cut junk.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Meek Mill junk. Yeah, he was dumb wild back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you call it? I had something I forgot what I was gonna say. But who would you consider like your inspirations?
Chappelle, Ellen DeGeneres,
Ellen,
Cole, Earthquake, and DL Hughley. And I want to go back to something you had asked me before though about the groupies and stuff like that. I would tell people be very mindful who's around you, because like I know a lot of people want to like the women and all that stuff like that, but like as you start doing this, people got motives and you gotta be very mindful of like why they are around, what's their purpose.
Right. Yeah, I know people would just use you because your platform.
Right.
No. Yeah. And a lot of people fall like that. Yeah. I think you hear more so about the people that don't make it, because of like other influences and stuff like that, versus the people that do make it. And I guess that's why the percentage is so small, because there's so many people out there trying to take you back down. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be quick to throw it in their face too. It's just like, oh, so what happened to the podcast that y'all were doing, or what happened to the comedy tours, and stuff that you were doing before, and stuff like that, And like, what happened to the music that you were doing? You know what I'm saying? People just quick to throw shade at you, but behind it, but not even thinking twice about it. Those are the same people that were trying to bring you down in the first place, and now they want to reach out to you again and throw it in the face again. Yeah, people do. It's sad. It's sad. People just can't help each other out like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I know like for some rappers, like like rappers, they'll put a freestyle like on IG and tell people to tag such and such and such and such. Do you do that with your comedy? But like, yo, I think I killed it. Yo, somebody go tag what you call it in my comments, like Kevin Hart or Chris Rock. Do you try to do that, or that's nothing's gonna happen?
Nah, I feel like that's clout chasing.
Yeah.
I'm focused on building my own audience and let people come to me. Put in the work. Like I'm in this quarantine right now. I've been doing these videos called Coping every Monday through Friday, pretty much. And I'm just create. Like at first they started out, they were rough, and then like as I kept doing it week after week, it just kept getting better and better. And like my fans will come. I don't need to try to go seek validation from somebody bigger than me. I found I'm looking for it within myself and betting on myself.
Yeah. I know you got some T-shirts called "Betting on Yourself."
FarmMichael.com.
There you go. Plug it, bro.
Hey, look. This is my last question, man. Like you said, man. Did you you say you solo basically now? So, like when you first started, was it like a group of y'all? Like a group of some friends. Like let's start this comedy stuff together. Oh, was you always solo?
I started out. I was a group of people. I wanted to be a people pleaser, be around everybody. And what happens is that you get to a point that you have this vision, and everybody else, they're trying to like impress each other. And what I slowly started to realize is, why am I trying to impress other comedians? You know, I need to be trying to impress the masses to build an audience.
Right.
So, you know, it got to a point where I kind of pulled myself away. And when you do that, it's tough, man, because you in like new territory and it feels weird, you know. I'm kind of going through that transition right now. As I'm going to like, I feel myself going to the next point, like TV and stuff like that. And it gets to a point that you start distancing yourself away from people. And it's like, dang, I want to take these people with me, but it's like, that's too much weight.
Yeah,
so,
too much weight on your shoulder, yeah.
It definitely did start out with a lot of people, but as you start to move up, it's less and less.
Cause that's how we based the podcast. Like, you know, like me and him was like, yo, should we have like two more dudes on here? Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And people were like, when we first started, man, a whole lot of people wanted to be on it. Like, you know, like, I don't know, but they never counted. Like, we sat down like you do, prep for it, and how we gonna come about it. But it like mad people was like, yo, I got an idea for this, idea for that, but it was going far left from what we was thinking. Like, they was on that side of the road, we right here, like middle lane, they was all the way there. So yeah.
That's something I went through. You know, I thought I had to have a podcast host, other people, female, male, and I got a podcast now, and it's just me. I interview different people, and like, it's so freeing because like I don't have to worry about nobody else, and like I was afraid, like, because a lot of times in life you be afraid. Well, I speak of myself. I fear doing it by myself. You know, not knowing like walking that road by yourself. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, true.
But you gotta just believe. Like if it's something that you believe in and you do it, and it'll all work out if you put the work in.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that's another thing, man. Like these new people don't want to put the work in. Like I said before, they be like, yo, just tag such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's gonna be times you only get like at first our podcast was getting like 200 plus views per episode, and that's it started to decline, then come back up, then decline, and then like some people would have just been like, yo, we done, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling like he was done at one point. I'm like, yo, bro, it's not even about like, you know, people going to see it regardless. People going to listen to it regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm trying to say, like, some people like they get their first 1,000 views and think they better get signed. You know?
Yeah.
That's
something I had to go through too as well. Because I didn't understand, like, I didn't realize the work you had to put in social media, because I thought the way it was sold to me was like you put a video out and you just pray it go viral. And because you always hear viral. So I'm thinking, okay, I got to go viral. And I didn't realize it's just like stand up. No, you got to put them bricks down. You got to keep going. And then maybe 5-10 years you'll blow up, but you just got to be consistent.
Yeah, so people don't. People don't see the underground, like the foundation. They just see the mansion. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the found, like you said, the brick by brick by brick. Like, people just see like, oh, he drive a Bentley now, and just like last year, he had a Honda or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can agree with with Vaughn on that, and you, Don, because when it comes to the consistency thing, like. I remember when out of high school, like I used to edit for people. I used to do like different like little montages and stuff, whatever, like little small edits and stuff for like gamers and stuff like that, whatever, right? And I would post them on my channel because they was like, all right, well, you know the techie stuff, you just go ahead you just do the posting or whatever. I noticed that if I'm not frequently uploading, like back then I was uploading like all the time. I would upload maybe what I think like twice a week on my channel, and I would get views. And I was like, well, I mean, these views aren't that big, because I was thinking the viral thing at the time. And I was like, okay, well, it got to be the best edit. It got to be the best this and that before I even put it out. But I know that if you just upload, people are going to listen to it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like eventually it's going to come. The views are going to come and build up eventually. But if people don't see you uploading consistently, and same thing with the streaming thing, people not seeing me stream consistently, it's like, well, then you're not going to have that much growth. You think you're just going to blow up in one episode? Like, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep at it, and then eventually you'll get there. But it's just, you know, you gotta be there for the grind. If you really want it, you got to be there for that grind to build that space. But yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Like, cause right now, like we could post a clip on Facebook right now and get like 900 views with 2 likes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they'll watch it, but you know.
They're like, you know, I'm not gonna say we the first in Chesterfield or Richmond, but then like a week later, I seen this week, like a week later or 2 weeks later, somebody else coming out with a podcast. But you know, before that, they didn't think about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you just gotta be there for that kind of struggle. Like, yeah. All right, well, we don't want to make this too long of an episode, so we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. Yeah, we appreciate you, Vaughn, for coming on.
Again.
Yeah, again. Yeah, again. Yeah, I'm looking at the recordings and everything on all the monitors. Is everything still good? Yeah. Want to go ahead and you want to plug any merch that you have in your stand-ups coming up?
Yeah, check me out. You know, I got the quarantine comedy special. You can purchase it at VaughnMichael.com, or you can listen to the audio version on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. I'm on all social media platforms. Vaughn Michael, VonMychael. Check out my coping videos I'm putting out Monday through Friday. The short 1-minute clips, and my podcast, What's the Lesson?
All right. Once again, Go ahead.
Hey Vaughn, can you just drop like your IG and your Facebook if you have one?
Yeah, it's Vaughn Michael and everything.
Yeah, Vaughn Michael and everything. Yeah. So you guys can check him out there. You can check Don out on Instagram at
Kevin Dunrant, Snapchat Kevin Dunrant, and Facebook Don Casanova.
You can check me out on Instagram. You can check dot.prince. You can check me on Twitter, YEAAACER on Twitter. And always make sure you give us some reviews. Thank you everybody for listening again.
Thank you, Vaughn, yo.
Yeah, once again, appreciate you,
Vaughn.
Blessings
to you. And blessings to you,
brother. We appreciate you for working with us. And guys, welcome to Talk With Me.
Welcome to Talk With Me. We out, yo.
We out.